Okay, y'all, this is my first YouTube video. I'm looking a little, but one of my goals for this week was to post my first YouTube video. So this is it. So anywho, I just want to talk about my birth story. So I got pregnant with my youngest, Samir, and I'll come back to that. But anyway, I gave birth to him on April the 2nd, 2021. So that was last year during the motherfucking pandemic. Yes, gave birth to a whole baby. I had HG at the beginning of my pregnancy. I went through a loss during my pregnancy, as in like I lost somebody very close to me, which I will talk about that maybe in another video. I don't know yet. And then I'm trying to think. And then I planned free birth. Some people call it free birth. Some people call it unassisted birth. It's a type of at-home birth because most time, you have unassisted birth. You're gonna have your baby at home, not in the hospital, not in a birthing center, at your house. In your house. So, I planned this, and I had my baby in my apartment at that. So I just want to say my birth story is very fucking quick. Like literally, my water broke on the couch, and then 49 minutes later, baby was here. Baby was falling out my vagina. Baby was here because we don't use pet names. We're gonna use a real name, vagina. So anywho, so let me just start from, I had my baby on Friday, so let me just start from Wednesday. I was having mild contractions, but I could still, like, I was making my postpartum meals. I was just getting last minute stuff done. You know how, like, baby is ready, so it's like, okay, we need to do this, blah, 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 blah. That's how that was. So, that Wednesday, I was just getting last minute stuff done. I was doing last minute cleaning. I had cloth diapers, so I was prepping some cloth diapers. I was making sure I had everything ready for my birth. And then they started getting a little stronger. So that's when I had called my doula. My doula actually lived almost 2 hours away from me. But speaking of doula, my doula, she was amazing my entire pregnancy. I had hired her very early because it's best to hire your doula, and if you want a midwife, very early during your pregnancy. So that's what I did. She was amazing. Like, educated me, prenatal yoga, came visit me like 3 or 4 times to my house. She drove, and then we did some virtually on Zoom. Prenatal consultants, or meetings, whatever you want to call it. So I called her like, girl, my contractions are getting stronger. I think you need to come. My doula got in her car, and she came over there. And she came over there because she just wanted to see, like, was I about to have the baby, or not about to have a baby. She was like, girl, you over here doing this, this, and this. You're not stopping. Your contractions wasn't making you stop. Like, you literally was still moving through your contractions. She was like, girl, you are not having no baby today. And it was late. It had got late. So she just ended up staying the night. And then she left in the morning. And then we had prepped some diapers. We had just talked and stuff. So then she left in the morning. And then Thursday, that's when my contractions started getting a little stronger. They were stopping me. I think Thursday I spent a majority of the time in my bed, like laying down. Damn, Nat. But anywho, cause houseplants, another video. But anywho, so what was that? Okay, yeah. So Thursday, like, I couldn't do nothing. I tried to keep, meal prepping because I was prepping postpartum meals. I just couldn't, like, those contractions was beating my motherfucking ass. And I'm whispering because people are asleep. It's kind of late. But, so anywho. So yeah, like, I was just laying down all day, chilling all day. And, then I just remember I was texting my doula. That's when I started to time my contraction because I knew they was getting closer together. Closer together. So I was texting my doula like, I think baby's about to come. but they still were too far. Like, they were close, but they weren't that close. Like, they were like 10 minutes and 12 and 8. Like, when I had them strong contractions, they weren't close together yet. So then she told me, and then I remember this, I think it was like, I am at 8. Okay, so I remember I had texted her, it was like 7 something, and she was like, do this thing called Miles Circuit. I might be saying that wrong, but she was like, yeah, just get up. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock came, baby, my water broke all on that couch. I didn't have nothing on my couch, and I had a cloth couch. My water broke. I did not experience my water breaking with my first daughter because I was already in the hospital at that time. So I didn't, and I was had epidural, so I couldn't feel my legs. I didn't know my water broke. So this is my first time. It literally was like a pop and a splash, like a gush, like a gush of water. I was like I think my water just broke, and I had called my kid's daddy, because they was laying down, because it was still early in the morning. Like, I didn't get much sleep. Like, I was just resting, laying down, And then I was like, hey, wake up. Like, my water just broke. Like, let me call Lorena. Let me call my doula. And so I called her, like, oh, my God, my water just... Girl, my doula jumped in there, call honey. And she was like, okay, I'm on my way. Like, And we didn't think that my son was going to come that fast, because with my first daughter, I was in labor for, like, a long time, like labor, like intense labor for hours, but also I had got Pitocin and I had got epidural, so that can, if you know, when it comes to labor. So it was a different experience with not having none of that stuff, like literally going all natural. So I didn't think, I'm like, okay, we got a few hours, thinking, okay, we have a few hours. But the thing is, my doula had asked me some months before that. She was like, have you ever had a dream about your birth? And I was like, no. And then literally that time she asked me that night, I had a dream that she was gonna miss my birth. I had a dream about that, but I wasn't scared that she was gonna miss my birth, because at the end of the day, she was a doula, she was a midwife. So I didn't, of course I wanted her there, duh, because she's amazing. But it was the simple fact of, it's nowadays you got people hiring doula and want their doula to be a midwife. No, you're a doula. I'm a doula. I just ain't took no clients yet. But doulas do different. They have a different job description, different tasks than a midwife. Like, people be getting it mixed up. No, midwife is the actual medical attendant. So basically, midwife, doctors, they can deliver. They can actually catch your baby. I don't want to say deliver, because mom does the delivering. Doulas don't do that. Now, of course, in a certain events, of course, you may have to, but that's just not our job description. We don't catch babies. We're not, I'm not going to catch your baby. I'm just there to help with other things, but not no medical. I'm not about to, that's a whole, I can go on a whole nother, but this video is about my birth story. But anywho, so she got in the car, she's on FaceTime with me, I'm on FaceTime with her. Not FaceTime, because my doula don't have an iPhone. We was on Facebook Messenger. Yes, I always pick at her about that. I'm like, girl, you in that Android. Child, baby, team iPhone, okay? Can't do the Android. No offense, but I've just always been team iPhone. But anywho, so yeah, we was on Facebook Messenger, video messaging. She's just like, just giving me positive affirmations, telling me to do this and this, doing different stuff. And then, like, literally, I just, like, had to take off my clothes, like, get naked, and I went to go lay down. Like, all I wanted to do was lay down. I didn't want to move. I didn't want to do nothing. Like, that was some pain. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, be like, just, no. Contractions hurt. And I have a high pain tolerance, a very high pain tolerance. That ish hurts so bad. Like, it's a pain I can't describe. Like, I just don't, because I didn't feel that with my first daughter. Like, I felt contractions, but by the time they got super, super intense, I was drugged up, Pitocin, not Pitocin, excuse me, epidural. Pitocin makes your contractions worse, but, it's just a pain that I can't describe. Like, you literally would have to, you know, everybody pain tolerance is different and people handle pain differently. But yeah, that thing, I was just like, oh my God, I can't do this. Like, I just kept saying, I cannot do this. Oh my God, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Like, what's really going on? Because ain't no way it's supposed to feel like this. Like, I thought I was going to be up dancing, bouncing on the ball. Did I bounce? I think I bounced on the ball a little bit. Yes, I bounced on the ball a little bit when my water first broke. Pretty sure. And then I ended up walking to the room. And then I got on my bed. And then I was just sitting there like crying, like, oh my God, I can't do this. Like, I was telling my dude, I was like, I need to go to the hospital. You need to call, somebody need to call 911 because this, I cannot, this pain, like, what in the world is going on? She was like, get the peanut ball. Child, I told my baby daddy, he got that peanut ball, put that thing, because that peanut ball aggravated me during my first birth and I had epidural. So, you know, we tried the peanut ball. I kicked that thing away so fast, it just wasn't for me. Now, maybe for you, but the peanut ball wasn't, it was aggravating me because I just was like, bro, I just want this baby out of me. Like, I don't want to sit here with no ball between my legs. I want to get this big baby out of me. Like, I just want the baby to come out so I could feel some type of relief. Because right now, this is just not working. So, you know, and then, you know, I had got up again. Like, it's like I was in so much pain. Like, I didn't know if I wanted to lay down, didn't know if I wanted to walk, get up. And then I got up, and then I went to the bathroom, and I was like, oh my God, I got the shit. Plop, shit. Not no baby, just shit. That does happen. When that can happen, it happens a lot of times. You should not be embarrassed. It's literally your body getting ready to have that baby if you poop during your labor. It's whatever. It is what it is. It's just shit. Pick it up, throw it in the garbage, throw it in the toilet, whatever. Keep going. And then I remember being on the floor in the bathroom. I was just like, oh my God, like, please let this baby come. Like, I just don't know if I would have been able to do it for hours and hours. Like, I know I would have, but I would have definitely been, you know, moving my hips, dancing, walking upstairs, doing different things, like, to get that baby out of there. Because once them contractions came, it was just like, because I'm not a person, like, some people be pregnant for a long time. They be like, oh my God, I'm just ready for, I mean, I was ready for him to come, but I wanted him to stay in there a little longer. I had him at, let me not lie to you. I think my due date was April, my guest date, as my doula call it. April 5th, and I had him April 3rd. So I had him 39 days and 39 weeks and some days. I had my first 39 week in one day. So I literally wanted him to stay in there like 40 weeks or more. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm a little tired. Just got off work. And I'm just like, and I was not expecting that pain. So after that, you know, I just remember being on the floor. I was like, oh my God, I need some water. Like, I need water. To that, I was supposed to, like, the plan was to have a birthing pool, you know, with the lights and the affirmation cards. Just know that that might not happen, and that's okay. Like, I wasn't sad that it didn't happen. I just was focused on the baby. I don't even think if I was in labor that long, I would have ended up even getting in there. Like, I wouldn't have been patient to fill that thing up. I was ready to get that baby out of me. The shower was my best friend. When I got in that shower and felt that warm, hot water hitting my back, that gave me so much relief. I'm trying to think, my contractions, I felt it all through my back and through my butt. That's where I felt my contractions the most. It is, like I said, it's a pain I can't describe, but it's worth it. So then I got in the shower, and then I was like, oh my God, like, I think he's coming. Like, I feel, if you know about fur, if you know, you know, it's literally the baby. I didn't have to push. Like, literally, I tore a little bit. I wouldn't have tore because I did push a little bit. I shouldn't have. I should have just let him do his thing. But no, I wanted to push. I just pushed one time. If I wouldn't push, I definitely wouldn't tour. But it wasn't a bad tour. So, tear. So, I remember, you know, just like, oh my God, he's coming. And here go my baby daddy. Oh, what you want me to do? Catch the baby. Like, no, don't let him hit. Don't let him hit his head. And then my daughter, I have a 3-year-old. She was 2 at the time. She was just chill. Like, she was just like, oh, okay. She was in the room when it happened. But yeah, then he came, and then he wasn't crying at first because, you know, it's a chill environment. What he's crying for? I mean, he was breathing. But then, you know, his daddy got him, rub his back, and then he started crying. He let out just a few cries, and then he was just, I had sat down in the tub. He gave him to me. Like, I literally was out of it. And then my doula, when I got in the bathroom, my doula was on the phone still in the room. So she didn't really know what was going on. She didn't know the baby was here. I think she said she did hear the baby cry, but the whole time in the bathroom, doula was she was on the phone in the room. So then, you know, I'm sitting there with the baby. The doula tells him to get certain tinctures for me. This fruit fly, gnat, whatever. To get certain tinctures for me, to get me something sweet, like a juice or something. And then I tried to drink that, took the tinctures, and then next thing I know, I'm feeling contractions again. I'm like I got the baby in my hand, like, what's up? And of course, I'm out of it. Like, literally, I felt that when the baby came out and I pooped in, it felt like such a big relief. Like, it was like, oh my God, the pain is gone. And then it's like, I got to experience this thing again. So I'm over here, I yell out again. And actually, I wasn't doing a lot of screaming and roaring. I know I said that wrong. I just was trying, and speaking of, my doula was like, oh, just breathe. I'm like, I'm trying. Like, I can't breathe. I'm in so much pain. But anywho, and then my placenta came out. He got a colander and a bowl, put the placenta in there, and then, you know, he helped me get out the bathtub. And then soon after that, that's when my doula came, and she did her doula things. And then, you know, they made sure I got something to eat. We made sure the baby was breastfeeding good. We put baby on not even a diaper. It was a cloth diaper, but it wasn't. It was just like it wasn't a pre-fold. It was like a flat diaper. But it wasn't on all the way because we knew. And then he pooped soon after. Like, I did not experience that with my baby. I'll talk about my first birth another video. It was a whole. I was in the hospital for longer than I wanted to be with that birth, and she definitely, it took her a while to poop. That's another one reason they kept us there. But yeah, so yeah, like, it was fast birth, 49 minutes after my water broke, and everything went well. Honestly, after that, you know, and I wasn't even hungry. Like, I just was so, it was like I was just on a birthing high after I had him. Like, I wasn't hungry. I had drunk water. I was thirsty, but I didn't want nothing to eat. So, but yeah, that's really all that happened. Like, you know, she was teaching us, because she's always teaching. So she was teaching him how to wrap our toddler on him. She actually wrapped our toddler on my baby daddy. And then got me something to eat, and then made sure baby was breastfeeding good. And just, you know, helped me wrap my belly after birth. Like, yeah, gave me a spray to use, a perineal needle. I know I'm saying that thing wrong, probably. Spray to use for my cut, because like I said, I did have a cut. She has seen that. And then we did lotus birth. So lotus birth is basically when you just let the umbilical cord drop off itself. You don't cut it. You don't do nothing. You just let it drop off, and it took about 3 days to fall off, but I don't think I would do that again, honestly. It was getting a little aggravating the more the cord dried off, because it kept getting shorter, so it was kind of aggravating for me, even though I wasn't doing nothing. And I don't like this. I'm not a person like to just sit there, so it was getting a little aggravating for me. So yeah, and you just keep it wrapped up in a lotus bag, and then you just put herbs on it and sea salt, and yeah, and then once it dropped off, we put it in the freezer. It's still in my freezer now. Haven't done anything with it. Don't really know exactly what I want to do. More than likely, I'm gonna plan it. But yeah, my birth went pretty fast, honestly. Like, this is a long story, but it went pretty fast. Would I do another home birth? Absolutely. Do I want more kids? Not really, but that's another HG. I don't think I want no more, but I might have one. Depends. Just depends how the future is. But yeah, that's my birthday story of my baby boy Samir. I had a free birth. Some people call it free birth. Some people call it unassisted birth. I just had a birth with no medical assistance, no doctor, no midwife. But there's nothing wrong with if you choose to birth in the hospital, or, you know, birth at home with a midwife. You know, I honestly think my next birth I would have a midwife, just because, like, me, I do prenatal care. So you know, a lot of times midwives will come to your house, and I know they said the appointments are way longer than your average, you know, basic appointment with the OBGYN obstetrician. When you're pregnant, you know, those appointments be fast. You know, they don't really talk to you like that, really care how you feeling. Um, but midwives care. So yeah, I probably would do a midwife, you know, and then postpartum appointments too, because I do prenatal and postpartum. They'll come to your house. Like, that's awesome, not having to leave your house for a postpartum appointment. Um, you know, your 6 week appointment. I think they come before 6 weeks actually. So yeah, it was nice. My home birth. So that's my story.